Finally, Caryn Chandler pregnant. Little people, big world. Is Caryn Chandler's ego out of control? Is she the reason why Zach and Tori are leaving the show? I will explain everything. Never miss this video. Before going to the main topic, I would like to say, like this video and please subscribe to the channel. Caryn Chandler's inflated ego may be a contributing factor in Zach and Tori Roloff's departure from Little People, Big World. Matt Roloff, the patriarch of the Roloff family, gets engaged to Caryn. Amy Roloff was his wife when he began the reality show, but they divorced after she believed Matt was having an affair with Caryn. Notably, she managed the pumpkin patch for many years before joining Matt as his assistant at Roloff Farms. Their lives and the program were irrevocably altered by Amy and Matt's divorce, which left the family in ruins. On Little People, Big World, Caryn has become more noticeable after Matt and Amy parted ways. Regardless of resistance, she always stands with her boyfriend. It has occasionally been challenging to see Caryn handle her relationship with Amy on the show. Amy and the other Roloffs have been treated coldly by her and Matt in Little People, Big World. Matt's choices have been impacted by Caryn ever since they started dating. They got engaged on the show despite some disagreements, and they intend to live together for the rest of their lives. Matt's choice to list a portion of the farm might have been influenced by Caryn. It was always assumed that Zach, his oldest kid, would inherit the farm when the time came after he bought it in 1990. Zach had grown up anticipating the moment to assume the role. But when Matt advertised 16 acres of the market without informing anyone, it startled his whole family. Because Zach was offended by Matt's choice, their relationship has struggled ever since. But his partner, Caryn, may have pushed the idea of selling the farms. "I don't want to take on the enormous responsibility of managing the Roloff farms," Caryn stated. She was the pumpkin patch's manager once, so she is aware of how hard the farm is. Whether or not she persuaded Matt to sell the property, her reluctance to accept the position filtered into his subconscious. As a selfish person, Caryn decided to prioritize her own needs over those of the rest of the Roloff family. Caryn is a contributing factor to Matt's unmanageable ego. They began construction on a new house during season 25 of Little People, Big World. Caryn probably realized they would make a lot of money if they sold a portion of the land. To pay for the construction of the house, they could make a sizable profit. Matt's earnings from selling land are much more than the money he has earned from reality TV. When Caryn told Matt she didn't want to take over the Roloff farms, she was acting selfishly. Caryn and Matt's relationship has brought her financial benefits. A prominent reality figure, he has appeared in 25 seasons of Little People, Big World. While Caryn was employed by Matt, she witnessed him develop the revenue stream from the show. She might have been after him for his money from the start. Prior to falling in love with Matt, Caryn was in the process of ending her nearly 2-decade marriage. When Matt started dating one of his employees after divorcing Amy, his kids found it strange. Caryn wasn't just any worker before they made their relationship official. She was Matt's assistant. She might have known about his financial situation. It's possible that Caryn is using Matt to get the nicer things in life. Caryn's move to a new house was one of the relationship's warning signs. Matt could not easily approach the house. The main bedroom was located upstairs in the 2-story residence. Caryn slept upstairs while Matt slept downstairs since he didn't want to get wounded if he tried to climb the stairs. Caryn ought to have taken Matt's health into account when deciding on a new residence. They ended up sleeping in different rooms as a result, which is never healthy for a relationship. Matt started constructing a new house in season 25 of Little People, Big World. Caryn emphasized that she was cohabitating in Matt's house. In spite of this, she had certain requirements for how she wanted to design certain aspects of the house. Matt can give Caryn anything she wants, including a brand new, opulent home. Caryn might be trying to gain influence in her relationship with Matt. She was one of his employees, so she witnessed Matt's ascent to fame with Little People, Big World. Caryn probably noticed this when he began to have marital problems and wanted to support the reality star. Being in a relationship with the Little People, Big World star offered Caryn a degree of stardom she had never known from reality TV. On the program, she has been heavily involved in his plots ever since they started dating. She enjoys flaunting their partnership on social media. Caryn shares images of herself with Matt on Instagram along with advertisements for Little People, Big World. In one post, Caryn shared a photo of herself with Matt along with the message, "Are you ready?" On March 31st, the new season will begin. Do not pass it up. She also encouraged viewers to tune in to watch the new season since she was so enthused about it. After Amy disclosed that they might have had an affair, Caryn had to be aware that their connection would cause trouble. Being with Matt would give her influence, she realized. Since he began dating Caryn, Matt has been at odds with his children. Zach and Tori made the decision to relocate to Battleground, Washington, in order to concentrate on their kids after Matt decided to list the farms. Matt has maintained contact with Zach and Tori since they moved away in order to maintain his bond with his grandchildren. But he and his son haven't had the finest relationship. Zach didn't respond when they got engaged in season 25 of Little People, Big World. He actually declined to discuss their interaction with the producers during a moment of confession. "I don't want to talk about it," he responded when a producer asked him about his feelings regarding the announcement of their engagement. The topic clearly made the Little People, Big World star uncomfortable, and his demeanor throughout the conversation sulked afterwards. It was devastating how Zach responded when questioned about Matt and Caryn's engagement. In the first instance, he found it difficult to accept their connection. Zach wants to put more of his attention on his wife and family since he no longer needs bad energy in his life. Since she starred in Little People, Big World, Caryn's ego has blown up. She needed to know how much attention his divorce from Amy and their new relationship would receive before dating Matt. His relationships with his children have suffered as a result of her impact on his decisions over the years. Matt Roloff on Little People, Big World's uncertain future, and if he's up for a 26th season. Regarding Little People, Big World's future and potential course, Matt Roloff is being open about whether the show will have a future at all. Matt discussed whether or not his TLC documentary series will return for season 26 in an interview with ET's Cassie DeLaura, referring to it as the $1 million question. The series' future remains uncertain, as Matt clarified in a long Facebook post in April, telling ET that a number of cast members, some family members, have expressed desire to move on to different projects and things. Little People, Big World, however, is comparable to the little engine that might. He said, "Somehow, it keeps going when we think it's going to stop. So I'm afraid to say yeah at this point. I honestly don't know." Matt acknowledged that there are conversations that are going on inside the network, but he also commended TLC and the show's producers for their thoughtfulness and concern for his family. "They're always checking in on us, making sure we're doing good," Matt stated. "We've had excellent support from the network and the production team in monitoring our progress and emotions. And at the moment, we're just taking a long rest." Little People, Big World premiered in 2006, starring a then-married Matt and Amy Roloff and their 4 kids. Over time, all of their kids except Zach exited the show, although Zach announced his exit after the most recent season came to an end. Furthermore, in 2016, Matt and Amy ended up divorcing. After that, he became engaged to Caryn Chandler, a cast member of the show in more recent seasons. "During the production cycle, it really can be tough on you," Matt said. "I suppose it would be all right if we never returned. I believe that the Little People, Big World adventure makes us all very happy." However, Matt explained that he also wouldn't be opposed to returning for a future season, if given enough time and the right situation presents itself. "I would say maybe not immediately, but if we want to do a season 26 and we want to plan it out in the future, I would say yeah," Matt shared. "I'll be ready. I've had a nice little downtime We've stopped filming late August/early September. So I've had some good relaxing time down. So if they came to me and said, "Wanna do something else?" I'd say, "Okay, let me hear about it." Ultimately, when he looks at the legacy of the show, Matt explained that he feels the series did a lot for furthering the public view and opinion of little people across the world. "I think Little People, Big World has really laid out a pretty incredible legacy in terms of society's perception of little people and anybody with differences, you know," Matt explained. No more today. What are you thinking about this gossip today? Let us know in the comments, and stay tuned by subscribing to our channel to get more updates like this. Thank you.